I had this vision before I even started doing the band stuff. I had this vision outside of actually being a rapper, outside of being an actual songwriter, that I wanted to get a band of people who just can create their own grooves to my ideas. You see what I'm saying? And so one thing about myself, I don't allow people to actually give me, I don't allow people to ask me, what should I do? I just say do it. Just make sure you stay the course. Right? You know what I'm saying? Just like, I like to use food examples. Like, if you know, in order to fry this egg, you're right, most people know that you gotta use butter. But why not try grease one day? You know it's still gonna fry an egg. You see what I'm saying? That was great.
That's actually really
good.
good.
That's pretty good. See, songwriting, that's what I do, baby. She got it on camera.
But
no, I just that's where the name Synergie comes from. That's where it comes from, right? It's just an energy that works. It just flows together. So, and that's why when you see Synergie in a Cup on the stage, initially you say, what the hell? You do. Like, people see it on stage, you have someone who's, I don't know how old the great musician is. I have no idea. You know, I never asked them. And then you have me who looks 19 and I'm not 19, right? And you have such a mush of music together, and it works because one thing, no one gets told what they should do. They get informed of what they are allowed to do, which is make music.
Good question. We like Jroc's talking about with the band, and it's in a level of allowance, like free reign, be you, like do what you can, and then let's come together, and then let's see how it fits together, how we can make it, if not good as it can be just from what you bring, to better because we bringing it together. Then the next thing you know, like somebody just, it's like a real band, like bands, they some come into the band, into the garage, and they're just like, hey, I was practicing and I did this riff and I think it would sound good if you did this with it, let's try it out. Boom, 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 boom. Next thing you know, the drum starts jumping in. This man comes in with a couple words on a hook, and I'll just be like, man, I already know everything that I want to say to make sure that it fits, and next thing you know, we're just in the studio and it works even better.
That's what meant, by the way. Just cause
we're singing the song. We were singing Let's Roll, wasn't it? Was it Let's Roll? Be My Baby, excuse me. It was Be My Baby. And of course, we have a lot of music that we've come up with, and in doing so, it kind of takes a little while to get the words right. So we're performing the song. First verse went great. Second verse comes up, and it sounds just like the first verse again. But in this song, it's Jroc Jones who's performing the verses, so therefore when he messed up, we kind of just kept going with it. And what was hilarious is that it sounded fantastic. Like, we still, because we knew
Here's a rambler.
Am I rambling? Yes, I am rambling. It's okay.
What he's saying is that basically what he is saying is that
short.
I rapped the first verse. It went well. The second verse, I kind of screwed up, so I ended up rapping the first verse again. Yeah, and I really ruined it. Like, I don't know what the Henry and I, we do this thing where if I'm rapping, he's the hype man. If the line was, I have to go get chicken, right? He would say, I have to go get. I would say, I have to go get, and he would say,
chicken.
All right, but he would sing it. Alright, so what happens is that instead of me saying I have to go get chicken, I said I have to go get pork chop. And he says pork chop. And it's throwing you off. Like, he's like, wait a minute, that's not how it goes. So I look at him, he's looking at me, and I'm still trying to get back to where I was, and he knows the song so well that he actually said chicken.
Chicken.
Right? He says chicken. I'm like, oh, that is the line, right? So the next line was to come, it never happened. So next thing you know, I'm rapping the first verse about noodles.
Yeah.
It was weird.
We brought noodles back.
Yeah, it was weird.
It was tight.
We still won.
We still It was the greatest win I've ever had in my entire life.
So
and I played a lot of football.
Yo, it was you know what I'm saying? Our chemistry came with the music. And you know what I'm saying, the music was good. Like in the venue that we were at, everybody's there for that one particular reason. People are gonna grasp the thug, people gonna grasp the artsy people going. So my whole thing being the guy that I am, the artsy guy, you know what I'm saying, with the slash of this too. I said, yo,
Renaissance.
Yo man, we should do a song together. And that was the choosing part, right? And so when you get together, if the chemistry is right, the song's gonna be great. Hence, Be My Baby. Do I say hence right?
Actually, yes.
That is right?
Yes.
Okay. I don't say it wrong, and I don't know. He said so funny. Hence, Be My Baby.
Yes.
So when Be My Baby happened, it was like, yo, we should do an album together.
Boom.
Because the chemistry was naturally there. So I mean, it just came together in a natural conversation. If there's a certain vibe or a certain story that you may have told me, or somebody else may have mentioned before, and I know that you can relate to that, that's where the story actually comes from. 2, 2, and 2 was basically self-explanatory. When I wrote the actual song, I went to thinking of everybody from a male perspective who actually are whores, players, pimps, confused, and what they do, they feel like they're ready for a certain scenario until another scenario, not a better scenario, just another scenario occurs, and you say to yourself, I like this here, I like the 1, 2, and 3 about you, but this 4, 5, and 6 about you, holy moly, man. Well, if I can just get the rest of those numbers to make a good 10, I have myself a dime piece. I need to write that down. That was dope. See, I'm coming today with them. It's what you see every day.
Relatable. Yeah,
and you forget about it because you got all this other stuff going on. So when you bring it back to the reality, oh, that's so refreshing. Damn, that's refreshing.
Everybody love it. They because it hits home. It's so close to, like, you're like, that's your story, but dang, I know the emotion. I remember that.
I know somebody who been through it.
Exactly.
I know a lot of people say they make music and they know they make it so people can relate to, but they kind of scared to write it down. Like a person brought it to my attention where they may not know me, but just listen to my music and you know who I am. Right? I try to make sure I do that with everything I do, even if I'm working with you.
Take notes.
Don't be scared because I'm gonna bring you out on that song as much as I can without you actually losing who you are. Everybody got their own styles. Hear what the studio recorded with the beats, with the drum machines and stuff, with the sample, and let's make it our own, and let's put that synergy feel on it.
Right.
Now, the actual song itself, people get confused about it because it's not about rolling in a car, right? It's not let's R-O-L-L, it's R-O-L-E, all right? Yeah, you didn't know that. Like, next year, go back and look at the actual thing. It's let's roll. And what the song is actually about, if you look at the album cover, all right, you have the guy who cannot get away from his everyday scenario. You got the woman who's excited that this car is going to take her away from the way that she is living. You got the guy who carries himself in a prestigious way, and he's going to carry you there, all right? We're all playing a role. Let's roll.